This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Greetings. You know what this day needs, Jack?
What does it need, Swanee?
More cinnamon scroll.
Is that because on our screens today we can see Baker's Delight cinnamon scrolls? Is that what made you think of them?
And you get it all over you, like all that yummy, sticky... Are you joking? Tom has just arrived with them.
That's not fair.
This is the second time today that the universe has provided for me. I was out picking up something off Facebook Marketplace. Don't ask me anything more about it. And I just had this overwhelming hankering for a pie. And I pulled over and I was going to Google where can I find a pie here.
Yeah.
I literally looked up and a sign said home of Australia's best pie.
That is so weird you bring this up, Swanee, because I was watching your stories on the way to work today.
Yes.
And I'm up at Sydney Nova at the moment. And I was like, damn, now I feel like a pie. I walked into the kitchen here and there was a fresh pie warmer filled with meat
You're
pies.
joking.
So I ate one in your honour. So please,
Thank you.
please eat a cinnamon scroll in my honour because I don't have any here.
I am. I'm going to put the kettle on and very soon we're going to be talking about unlikely influences.
Yes.
I have been influenced to the point of actually parting with money for a product from
Right.
someone who you would never, ever guess.
Ooh. I want to have a guess, but I actually have no idea who you could be talking about.
You will laugh.
We'll also be getting unpopular after 3 o'clock in Swan's sweeping statements. And we've got another $1,000 Harvey Norman voucher to give away in Chrissie's Aussie Okie. Make sure you register via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I believe in a miracle. I believe in the miracle that was that cinnamon scroll that I just ate from Baker's Delight. I couldn't even hear. What song was that? Did we play a song? Who would know, because I was in heaven at that very moment. You're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show on Novi.
Novi.
And I've got a question for you, and that is, it was posed by the great Paul Kelly.
Okay.
I always make the gravy.
Yes.
And one of the greatest annoyances for gravy makers like me is that, have you ever made gravy?
I haven't. No. I've only sort of started to like gravy in my 20s.
Really?
Yeah, I never liked it as a kid or as a teenager.
No, my kids don't like it, and I'm like, your time will come.
It will come. It comes.
Yeah. And the whole point of the way you make gravy is you roast your meat, and then whatever falls down out of the meat, that's where the flavour is. But also what falls down out of the meat is fat, oil. And that is not good for gravy. Oil is great, but not in gravy. It makes it yuck, right? So there are all these different methods that people use, and I am one of them. How I separate the oil from the good stuff is I chuck heaps of ice in it, and then the fat gets cold and you can pull that out and then you've got it. But it never really does a great job, and it's messy.
That's quite an intricate, detailed technique and process you have to go through.
Well, yeah, but it's the only way to get that really good elixir of meat juice, right? Anyway, I'm tootling around Instagram and I was influenced by the most unlikely person. 132410, by the way. Have you been influenced by somebody to the point of handing over your hard-earned cash just because they showed you something that you couldn't believe? I'm talking this man.
When I pour, I separate the fat from the rest of the gravy. So I hope this is a good idea for you if you find one of those bites.
Is that
Gabrielle Gatte?
I was going to say, is that Emmanuel Macron? It sounds like the French Prime Minister.
A chef that, he was really the first TV chef 1,000 years ago on telly. And he had this jug. It's called a gravy jug. I'd never heard of it. The absolute wizardry of this thing, right? You put all of it in there, all your juice, your meat juice, everything, and the oil. And the oil sits in this big thing up the top, and then your good stuff is down the bottom. And you cannot believe your eyes. You pour it, and
I can't believe how excited you're getting.
The only thing that comes out is the good juice.
Wow.
How?
Gabrielle's a wizard.
13, 24, 10. When have you been influenced by somebody unusual? Now, I'm going to whip out to the kitchen right now and I'm going to make up a weird concoction with like water and oil, and I'm going to show you how this works
How it
after
splits.
the song.
Question, can you just buy gravy already, though? Like,
Well,
what
you
about
can, but it's not as good. And you can get the powdered stuff, but it's not as good.
The Gravox?
It's just not. It's not as good.
Do you have
No.
Gravox in your cupboard?
Of course I do. But not anymore.
Obviously.
Not since I have a gravy jug.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've been influenced by Gabrielle Gatte, and I'm not afraid to say it.
When I pour, I separate the fat from the rest of the gravy. So I hope this is a good idea for you if you find one of those bites.
Yes, Gabrielle, it is a good idea for me, and I did find one. I had to go on a waiting list.
Also, side note, can we just all agree that the French accent is the best accent?
It is the best.
I could listen to that man all day.
I actually think that English spoken in a French accent is sexier than French spoken in the French accent.
Okay,
Maybe it's
yeah.
because I can understand it.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
All right, so I have just whipped into the kitchen. 13, 24, 10, by the way, have you been influenced by somebody and you just didn't see it coming? I have put some oil and some water in. You're meant to wait a little bit when you're making your gravy at home so that the oil and water completely separate, oil and sauce. But look at this. Are you ready?
This is like I feel like I'm at Science Works.
So what we're yeah, looks like a lava lamp.
Yeah.
What we're looking for here, look, to be honest, this is a slightly different model from Gabrielle. What we're looking for here is when I release the bottom.
Are you going to do it all over the studio desk?
Look, if there is a God. Oh, okay. So you release it, and only the tasty juice comes out.
And the tasty juice is meant to be the oil?
No, the tasty juice is the meat juices and the herbs and all of that stuff that you've spent 4 hours roasting.
No, but
Look,
I mean with what you're doing there, is that oil?
the oil is on the top.
Okay.
We don't want that.
We want the water.
Look. Always having a little wee wee.
That's some ASMR for
Look
your Thursday.
at that.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
And then what is left
You're in
is
grade
the
one.
oil. And you... Oh, listen, I'm sorry you're so cool and you haven't made decisions in your life which has led to you being the chief gravy maker. You're just the gravy eater. You don't
Correct.
care where it comes from.
Nope.
But not everybody's like you. And look, now all that oil is there. You get rid of that. You dispose of that responsibly or irresponsibly if you're Jack Charles. And then what is left is the juice, and that's what you make your gravy with. I'm absolutely astounded.
I can tell. That is magic. I love that for you. 13, 24, 10. Who has influenced you that sort of surprised you? Let's go to Rach, Swanee.
I'm sorry.
Hey, guys.
I'm so flabbergasted. Hello, Rach.
How are you? I love listening to you guys.
Hey, are you the gravy maker?
I'm not the gravy maker,
Who
but
is?
I love gravy. My husband.
Okay, well, you need to get one of these from him. Where are
will
you?
look
You're in
into
Sydney.
it.
Peters of Kensington have them.
Oh,
Or Victoria's basement. That's where I got mine from.
QVC Chrissie is in full force. When are you getting a show?
I should have one tonight.
Rach,
Well,
who-
actually, I do. You're listening to it.
Rach, who influenced you?
One of my students at school.
Well, in what way? Please tell me.
They came to Mufti Day wearing an hoodie, and I was like, "What is that? And where can I get one from?" This was a few years ago when they were brand new.
Yeah, okay. So I've got a development on hoodies for you, right? Because I'm an hoodie devotee.
Yep.
Guess what?
What?
You can now get them front opening.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Rach, don't fake that shock.
No, so you don't have to put your face in it and wear it like a jumper. You just wrap yourself in it, and I want one.
Yeah, that would be good.
It's really good.
Baker's Light voucher for you, Rach.
I thought you were going to say I was influenced by a student, and now I vape behind the bike shed. Hey, Linda.
Strawberry ice.
Yeah, hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so good. Who has influenced you?
Well, I got influenced by Google, just some random person on Google, because I'm vacating my rental property, and you're not meant to put any pictures on hooks on walls, but of course I did, and I've got little holes in the wall, so I Googled it, and I came up with toothpaste.
Oh my God, what a great idea.
Yeah, so you wipe toothpaste into the hole, it sets, and then you just wipe away the residue and there's nothing there.
Yes, that's so good. And then you get your bond back and you go, ha!
Right?
Yes, good one,
Baker's
Linda.
Delight voucher for you, Linda. Let's finish with Vanessa on 132410. Who influenced you?
It was actually a few years ago, Michelle Bridges.
Ew. All right, what did she say?
I was waiting for it.
Well, I just did a bit of a healthy eating plan with her, and one of the, when you cook a cob of corn,
I do.
like in the skin, and it is a nightmare to get those furry bits off.
Yes.
So chuck the whole cob into the microwave, 4 minutes per cob, pull it out, cut the end off that's holding all the skin
Yes.
together,
Yes.
squeeze the opposite end, pop straight out, perfectly cooked every time.
You are joking.
No, you've got to try it, Chrissy. I knew you'd like this one.
Well, that's the best thing she's ever said.
A Baker's Delight voucher for you, Vanessa. Maybe we should get Michelle Bridges on the show to give us a live demonstration, Swanee.
Wouldn't have thought so.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've been singing all morning and I'm ready, Jack.
Good.
Celebrate Australian Made Week at Harvey Norman and receive 10% in bonus gift cards with selected Australian made items. Harvey Norman, proud supporters of Australian Made.
Chrissy's Aussie Okie.
Oh, Australian made. Those words, they just take me back to brilliant Aussie music times. You too, Louise.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you remember the Australian Made tour? It was like In Excess and all sorts of. Kate Sobrano was there. It was everybody.
I've been to so many good concerts, Midnight Oil, like all in the good old days. They were great.
So good. All right. What if you had to pick? You sound like a bit of a musical aficionado. What's your favourite all-time Aussie song?
I love Diesel. I'm a Diesel fan.
The great Mark Lazotte.
So-
Yes.
Yes, handsome Mark Lazotte. And I love Crying Shame.
Oh my God. Thank you, Louise. To blame. I had forgotten this song.
You weren't lying, Swanee. Your vocals are warmed up, and that is good news for you, Louise, because what happens here is I'm going to give Swanee a word. She's playing on your behalf, and then she will have to associate that word with an Australian song and artist. Now, if she can sing for, let's say, 5 seconds, we'll say. If she can sing that song for 5 seconds, you win a $1,000 Harvey Norman gift card.
Like if the word had been shame and I started singing that song, that's $1,000 in your back pocket to sashay through the
come
hall.
on, Chrissy.
Yeah,
And
I've
you've got a
really got to
voice
do
too,
it.
so-
I love this, and I also get very, very nervous because there's a lot of pressure.
Alrighty.
No.
Your word today, Swanee,
Okay, yeah.
is head.
I'm sorry?
Your word today is head.
Can't get you out of my head. Boy, your loving is all I think about. Yes, Louisa.
Go, Chrissy!
Yes.
Awesome.
There is actually a Hunters and Collectors song called that, and it's not a bit... I'm glad I didn't
go for that
sing
one?
that one. Yeah.
Congratulations, Louise. Enjoy that voucher. What are you going to get?
Thank you. I have no idea. My kids will probably take it over, so nothing.
No, Louise. No.
Okay.
It's yours.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk Miley.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Miley Cyrus's voice sounds sore. Not her singing voice, her speaking voice. I just feel like, I'll get a Cepacol for that.
You should slide in and just send her a link for a little medical tip. I think she's lived a fun party life.
Yeah, she has. She sat down with Zane Lowe. I always get confused. I go, wow, Zane Lowe's getting all the good interviews. It's not Zane Lowe, it's Zane Lowe. And she really, what I love about Miley is nothing is off limits. If it comes to her brain, it comes out of her mouth. And she had lots to say about lots of people, including Stevie Nicks and Dolly Parton.
When I got close with Stevie 10 years ago, I was asking her, oh, what are you doing today? And she goes, just listening to new music, just catching up.
Yeah.
She was like, Harry Styles is going to put out a really good new record.
Yeah.
Like, she's listening to everything before it even comes out. And she's like, you know him?
Yeah.
You guys should meet each other. She is on it in a way that Dolly Parton is on it. Like, Dolly sees Sabrina Carpenter and goes, she's blonde and wearing high heels, get over here. I want to be on the song.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be celebrated. They want to be incorporated. And that's what, like, legends do. They keep up.
Does your mum, Wendy, listen to all new music too?
Yeah, loves it.
Yeah, I reckon she would. I do.
She's very similar to you, Swanee, in the way that she loves Fleetwood Mac and will listen to Stevie Nicks, but then she says to me, "Oh, that Paul Russell, Lil Boo thing, I'm loving that." Or like, I love Lola Young. So she does. She stays across all eras.
Well, because a lot of people, you know, sort of get older and then they only like what they liked in the past. You know, and pop music is this and that. But no, I love it. Also, Miley got an absolute talking to, a dressing down, if you will, by country legend Dolly Parton. Came to her house in a car, bundled her into it.
She didn't love my vacation era either. She's like, everyone's asking me where you are, and I'm wondering the same thing. She's like, every day it's just a new picture of you in a bikini, but like, what are you going to do? Like, for the thing. And I was like, well, I'm working on something else. We've already moved on things. She's like, that's not what you do with the project. She picked me up from my house, so I had 45 minutes in a trapped car. So there was no escaping the talking to that I was getting.
She came in hot? She came in hot?
Hot.
I reckon that car would have smelled like fairy floss. I reckon Dolly Parton smells like fairy floss, like a bag of fairy floss. But I loved that album.
I loved that album, and people might think we're talking about an actual vacation there. We're talking about the album Endless Summer Vacation, which had flowers on it. I thought the creative and the artwork and everything around it was elite, but clearly Dolly didn't.
Great. I thought it was great, but if Dolly was here, I would absolutely agree with that.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hi, we're still here. We're thrilled to have your company. There's a bit of a theme going on this show, and the theme is Greece. Not Greece is the word.
Food.
But food. I got influenced by Gabriel Gattei, who was like the first TV chef in the 80s. He showed me a jug that separates the oil from the good, juicy, meaty bits when you're making gravy. It's changed my life.
You would have thought you'd won the lottery the way you walked in with that.
I feel like I have. And Paris Hilton has also got a little hack for us if we don't want to eat the oil that pools on the top of a pizza. Now, frankly, I do. That's why I order the pizza.
Absolutely, I do. And that's especially in America, Swanee. I feel like with those New York slices, and the Americans know how to do a greasy pizza.
Oh, yeah.
More so than we do.
It's actually, it's visible.
Yeah.
You can see the oil on it. She takes her slice and she whacks it face down, cheese down, on the top of the pizza box. Have a listen.
This is ooh! Oh, yeah. It's my trick to get the oil off. Wait, what? You know how you dab it? That's just a faster way to do it. A life hack.
That's my trick.
That's my trick. It would only work with a margarita, though. Can you imagine the capricciosa carnage that would occur if you did it? There'd just be ham and olives and yes.
Yeah. Also, if you don't want to enjoy the grease in the pizza, you don't deserve to be eating pizza. Go and have a salad.
100%.
Enjoy your pizza. Hey, coming up before 4 o'clock, we're going to be doing sweeping statements. So if you have an unpopular opinion, you can start calling Tom now on 13 24 10. We're also going to be talking about the Kardashians before 4 o'clock. There's some big news around them. But next, Chrissie's Quizzy.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's give away Bum Bag.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Yes, Dan, come in, spinner.
How you going?
Good, mate. Are you in a pair of blue overalls?
No. I'm in a black and red shirt.
Oh, God, I'm way off. What about you, Joanne? Are you wearing a pair of blue overalls?
Oh, my God, I'm in my PJs already.
Oh, God. Please tell us.
Overalls. I'm in PJs.
Tell us what has occurred today, Joanne, that means at 3:09 you are in your pyjamas.
It's cold. I've got the heater going and, relaxing now.
You are life goals.
Good on you, Joe.
I love it. It's, time to relax now.
All right, you crazy funsters. Your names are your buzzers. Best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with a Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. But you've already won at life, Joanne.
Oh, come on, we're going to go. Let's go for it.
Question number 1. Who plays the character Marsha in 9 Perfect Strangers?
Nicole Kidman?
Say name.
Yes.
Joanne?
Yes.
She's on the board.
Question number 2. What year was the first iPhone released? I'm not good with years. I never know.
Joanne?
Dan?
Joanne just got in there. Sorry, Dan.
I said 218. That's a guess.
Oh, it's a very bad guess. It's the worst guess we've ever had in the history of this show.
Dan,
Yeah.
steal it.
Is it 2001?
No, it's 2007.
Thank you, Joanne. Again, 2007. I said Joanne again.
Joanne's just shouting at us now.
Joanne, just because you're in your PJs doesn't mean that you can just bark
I'm
orders.
actually laying on the bed like a queen now.
Joanne, have you had a savvy bee today?
No, nothing, darling, nothing. Just on a high.
Nothing, darling.
Question number 3.
13 years ago, this song was released. Just a little tidbit. I heard this yesterday and I went, this is a great song.
It's a great
I
song.
miss it when she was like this. I'm wide awake.
Joe or Dan, do you know who sings that?
No.
I'm
thinking.
Come on, Dan.
You know that singer?
Starts.
The
Yeah,
lady
keep
one?
going.
Yeah, keep going. The lady one.
Who?
Tell us more about it.
She's got dark hair.
Not Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not Gaga. Just
Come on,
keep
Dan.
laying there. Keep laying in your PJs, Joe, and sure.
Katy Perry. Joanne.
Yes, it is Katy Perry. And I'm sorry, but we're going to have to give it to Joanne.
We are. I'm really trying to help you here, Dan. Question number 4.
Oh, no, I was trying.
I know you were. Question number
She
4.
said
What
she
is
went
the
to the
song?
moon, and I would have known it.
Yes. Well, she didn't go to the moon. But
She went
yeah,
to space.
sometimes I wish she would. Question number 4. What is the scientific term starting with A for a life-threatening... Oh, yes, Dan.
Is it anaphylactic?
Yes, it is.
He's on the board. Well done, my man, Dan.
There you go.
What are the special features of a Dalmatian?
Dan.
Joanne.
Yes.
Dan?
Black
Dan.
spot.
Black and white spots.
Yes, well, just black spots, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
What's the scores?
Joanne said
Oh,
black
my God,
spot.
Joanne. We've got 2 points to Joanne and 2 points to Dan the man. This question is a tiebreaker for the win.
Yeah.
Can you name Justin Bieber's wife?
Dan.
Yes, Dan?
Selena Gomez.
No.
Oh. Did he date her, though?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
he did.
It's Gomez, not Gomez. Gomez.
yeah.
It's Selena Gomez is
Joanne.
available at Aldi.
Joe?
Yes, Joanne?
Haley.
It is Haley. You got there in the end. You can now put your remote in your bum bag and never leave the room again. But Dan, we're going to send you a family pass to take whoever you like to the movies as well.
Oh,
Good
the
on you,
kids will love
Dan.
that.
Yeah, they will. They will.
It's a family pass to Karate Kid Legends. It's in cinemas June 6. Dan, you get that, and so do you, Joanne.
Oh,
that's
thank you
awesome.
so much.
Wax on, wax off.
That was a hectic quizzy, wasn't it, Swanee?
Yeah, I mean, Joanne.
Wow.
Love it.
Next,
Love it.
sweeping statements.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
You're just listening. You're just listening. I mean, that's all you're doing is you're just listening to the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova, and I love this part of the week.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Everything's so positive in my life. I'm naturally such a positive person.
Yes, and I think weirdly, I'm interested to hear what you think about this statement. I think I'm a pretty positive guy. I know in this
you
segment
are.
it sounds like I'm probably not, or sometimes on this show, but I'm eternally positive.
You are, but I really enjoy this 5 minutes of just being a whinging, moaning, complaining person, and also listening to other people being
Yeah,
cranky.
there's nothing
it's really
better.
nice.
Kick us off.
13, 24, 10. What is your sweeping statement? Your unpopular opinion? I had one of the best pies of my life today, and I think it was a combination of I was starving. I specifically had the hankering for a pie.
Yes.
And the pie was excellent. So those three things came together to really elevate it. As I bit into it, as I was ordering it, I said to the guy, "Are any of these chunky?" And he said, "No, they're all mince." I said, "Good." I cannot stand the chunky variation of pies. No. A chunky, meaty mix needs to be served with rice or with mash. It's a stew. A stew has no place in a pie.
I'm with you. Keep the chunk for the pedigree dog food. Keep the chunky
Correct.
bits in dog food, not in my pie.
It suddenly got very cool. Do you remember a few years ago,
Yes.
10 years ago, everything was all slow-cooked Cabernet Sauvignon and really chunky. No, I like basically the same consistency as you've always gotten in a party pie, but in a big pie.
You're right, though. Those artisan pie places and bakeries now like to add a chunk. There's just no need.
There's no need.
The pie is perfect. We've reached Everest with the pie.
And also, if it's hot, like if it's magma, you get a bit of that chunk. It comes out, it burns your lip. You get a cold sore, and then you hate yourself for 2 weeks.
You're in hospital on a Thursday night.
Yes.
Alrighty.
What's yours?
This sounds a little bit dark, but my sweeping statement today. I think it's because I haven't been sleeping that well at the moment, but
Doesn't it affect everything? No sleep.
think dreaming sucks. I wish we didn't dream.
Why?
Because I love the nights and they're so rare. Like, I dream every night and I have hectic dreams.
Do you?
Like, not hectic, but yeah, I wake up and I'm like, wow, that was a dream. Like,
do you dream every night? That's very unusual.
Every night I dream.
I would remember 2 dreams a year.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so envious of you because the nights where I don't dream, I wake up and I'm like, wow, like I slept so deep, my mind wasn't active or dreaming or racing all night, and I wake up feeling refreshed. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, it's 7 a.m. and I'm exhausted by my own dreams already.
I just love that I'm still learning things about you, and I've known you since you were a child, a teenager.
Since I came out of the womb.
Can we talk about that next week?
Yeah, I'd love
people that dream every day. I can't believe it.
I'd also love to speak to an expert to see what it means if you dream a lot like me, but more importantly, if you don't dream much like you.
Exactly.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
This is when we get cranky. What's your sweeping statement?
Swan's sweeping statements.
Hello, Kelly. What is your sweeping statement, my love?
Hi, guys. That Doechii song, Anxiety, I hate it with a passion.
Why? How does it make you feel?
It actually gives me anxiety. There's just so much going on with that song. All the noises, and it's
You're
just
right.
messy.
It's like a musical sort of interpretation of the word onomatopoeia. You know how they're words that get their the way they are from the actual thing. Like sizzle makes you feel like what it's trying to express. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
just
makes me
angry.
very stressed as well.
Yeah. And it's just ripping off Gautier's song, which is actually a really good song.
Oh, God, you really hate it, don't you? You're even
Yeah,
bringing
I
in the
do.
whole sample thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, you have won yourself a $250 prize pack from Lego.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That is a great prize. Hey, Perry.
How are you?
Perry, what is your sweeping statement?
The wooden spoons that we get with our takeaway containers and the Macca's Sundays.
Oh.
What about them?
Well, they're furry on your tongue when you're eating the ice cream. So I don't understand why you're getting a plastic container and they're giving you a wooden spoon.
So true.
Correct. I'm always nervous of getting a splinter. Further on the wooden spoons, I feel like they should be outlawed from, cooking equipment shops as well, because the wood just takes in the flavour of everything you're cooking. It's disgusting.
Yeah, gross. I would happily put my face to a bring back plastic straw campaign.
Would you?
Yeah, honestly.
Well, Donald Trump will give you a buzz. He's looking for an ambassador.
Hey, Perry, you've got a $250 prize pack from Lego, my man.
Thank you kindly.
That is awesome. Hello, Beck.
Hello, guys. How are we?
I love your sweeping statement. What is it?
You do? Okay, I didn't think it's going to be popular at all, but you know those bed socks, like the microfiber ones, the really fuzzy, cute ones for winter?
Yeah.
I cannot imagine wearing them in bed. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm perimenopausal, and the heat that my body radiates at night time, I can't.
The problem I have with socks of any sort in bed is that you've been walking around on the sticky kitchen floor with leftover chow mein on it, and then you're getting it into the bed.
I mean, yeah, maybe, let's not disclose how filthy my floor is, but yes, absolutely.
And also, Beck, when you stop and think about it, like you said, your feet would absolutely radiate heat in them. I feel like you'd wake up and you'd lift the doona up and it would just stink. It'd be like a Dutch sock oven.
Right. I mean, having a man in bed that sweats enough during the night time is bad enough. I don't need my feet.
You need a sleep divorce, Beck. A sleep divorce is where you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love him, but I think radiating heat, feet, it's just a no for me.
You have a $250 prize pack from Lego. Beck, let's go to Pete.
Pete, give me your opinion, please.
All right. I think that country music is just easy listening with a southern accent, and so it should only be on AM radio.
Well, you know, Pete, that it's all on mainstream FM. Like proper, everyone loves it.
I know, but I don't agree with that.
What do you do? Every second song is Jelly Roll or Morgan Wallen.
I grin and bear it, I guess. And so this is why I want someone else to do something for me by stopping it.
Yes. Did you ever like country music? Like, did you listen to Glenn Campbell back in the day or anything?
I'm not that old, Chrissie. Come on. I don't mind country music. I just think it has its own place.
You've got a $250 prize pack from Lego for your sweeping statement, Pete. Hey, Swanee, one country song I'm loving at the moment is It Starts. I keep meaning to bring it up with you. I'm a redneck. Have you heard that?
It's like you're starting strong.
Yeah, I know. You've got me in. All right, let's do one more, Swanee.
Hey, Lise.
Hey, Chrissie, how you doing?
Good, darling. What do you have to say to those naughty tradies in the morning?
Tradies just have to lose their life if they tailgate.
They just have to lose their licence if they tailgate. That's it.
Simple as that.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We are almost out of here, but let's cover off a few more bits.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
You know, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are just around the corner, and I realised that I looked Joel deep in his beautiful baby blues, or are they baby greens, yesterday, and I said, oh, God, I've got a chicken soup for you. You know, he's obsessed with my chicken soup.
Yes.
Got it for you. I left it on the bench, and he said, don't forget it tomorrow.
Did you forget it?
And I have to go to my car immediately because I have forgotten it and I can't
face the
say
music.
it again. You know what? You can say what you want about Kim Kardashian. Actually, no, you can't. You can't, because that is an impressive woman. And if you are going to come for her, you better have some receipts.
Yeah, you better. And like when you hear people like Glenn Close...
Yes.
advocating for her and backing in what a beautiful and hardworking woman she is.
Yep.
You don't have a leg to stand on.
You don't have a leg to stand on. We will chop you off at the knees if you try. She has graduated from law school.
Finally.
The busiest woman in the known, well, the second busiest after Nicole Kidman. 6 years of legal training, 3 baby bar exams, and over 5,000 hours of studies. Unbelievable.
That is epic. I wonder if she's going to be sort of, now that she's got the degree, I have this feeling that she kind of won't use it and now will just fully enter her acting era.
No, I think she will.
You think?
No. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Bit of both.
She's going to do both, absolutely. I reckon she's got that law degree to try and, not free people, but... you know, to advocate for people that she believes have been wrongly imprisoned.
Yes, yeah.
It's a good feather in her cap for that sort of stuff.
I love that she did a backyard ceremony for it, Swanee.
Yeah.
And our favourite celebrity child was there, serving an absolute look at the age of 7. Chicago.
She is so beautiful.
She's so beautiful. She actually looks AI. She looks like a doll.
Yes, she does. She looks like those amazing dolls that you buy on mail order, you know, in those magazines. It's like, hey, you too can own baby poopy. Anyway, let's move on to another sibling, Kourtney Kardashian. She's been slammed as being out of touch. No. What? Why? Her life's just like everyone else's. Because she has a very funny stance on the kids not going to school.
Let's say the school system. I'll think, why do kids go to school? It's so dated. You know, my kids will send me videos about like, why do kids go to school? It'll be like really successful people and they'll be like, my kids never go to school and they're never going to and whatever. And then I'm like, okay, what's the goal here? You want to do homeschool? Let's do it.
No, thanks. I do not want to do homeschool.
Look, Courtney's annoying and out of touch, but I appreciate for them, homeschooling probably is the best option.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. Absolutely. You know, my kids had, they were sick all week. Sickness is ripping through schools like crazy and workplaces.
I was going to say, this week at workplaces, I feel like everyone's copping it as well. Winter is here.
Oh, it sure is, Game of Thrones style. And I had all three of them at home. And I came home, I just went about my day. I'm like, you'll survive. Here at the compound, whatever, there's food and water. Anyway, I came home from work and someone complained about something, probably Leo and a throat. And I said, here's the thing, I'm so sorry. I've really tried my hardest to, you know, be an authentic and good mother, but I cannot pretend that I care when you're sick. I said,
That's so great.
I'm so sorry. There's so many things that I excel at, but as deeply as I pull down into my character, I can't find any sympathy.
No,
I'm
like that.
I'm so sorry. I just can't.
I appreciate the honesty as well.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.